one thing about me, if I love something, I'm gonna go and repurchase it. And it's really hard for me to find things that I love. But here are some of the makeup products that I found in 2025 that I'm going to have to buy again. When it comes to makeup, I keep things very simple. I like a very natural, glowy, healthy kind of look to my face. I don't want anything too overdone, so just bear that in mind with these products. Disclaimer, there are kids skiing outside, so if you hear a whole lot of noise, that's what that is. So just pretend it's not there. This is the reality of filming. So product wise, let's start with a primer. I'll be so for real. Once upon a time, I wasn't even using primer. I was just using my moisturizer. And to be fair, that was working for me. So that is something that I could continue to do. But then I discovered this. So this is the Grippy Primer by Maybelline. And I have absolutely been loving this underneath my makeup. I feel like it's very light, it's not sticky. I'm not keen on like a sticky primer, so this is perfect for that. It dries quite quickly and I feel like it does make my makeup last longer, so I've really been enjoying this. Most importantly, it doesn't break me out, so that's a big thing for me because I'm not trying to have makeup on my face that's going to break me out. I know it's not always possible, but where it can be helped or minimized, we're going to try to do that. So this has been a game changer for me, and once it runs out, to be fair, I've barely even used any. I don't really wear makeup that often, but once it does run out, I think I'll be purchasing this again. For foundation, this right here, so this is the Lancome foundation stick. This product, so natural, glowy, healthy looking on the skin, easy to blend with moisturizer if you want something a bit more dewy, and I just love the way it applies to the skin. I think it's beautiful. The shade match on me is so good and I have been using this. I mean, there's probably barely any products left, literally that much left, and I imagine there would have been like this much. So this definitely gets used. It's affordable. It's done what it needs to do. They have a range of shades as well. And I just love this product. I actually have this in 2 shades because I love it that much. So I've got this color for when it's winter and I'm basically white. And then I've got another color for when it's summer and I'm more, you know, warm toned. So yeah. I really enjoy using this product and I probably will be buying it again. I think this is going to be my safe option because I do want to explore and find new foundation options as well. But if something works for me, then at some point I'm probably going to go back to using it. Concealer. Okay, I've got a weird love-hate kind of relationship with concealer because when it's done right, I understand, okay? But when it's done wrong, that is slightly terrifying for me. And I'm not trying to go out in these streets with my concealer looking questionable. That's something I'm not trying to do. Speaking for myself. So I've managed to find, and it's taken a very long time. Like I found this towards the end of the year, but it's been doing what I need it to do. And I think it's got the perfect undertone for my skin as well. I always thought I was warm toned, but actually I think I'm kind of peach toned because I've got like rosacea in my cheeks as well. So like there's a redness in my skin. So I feel like this is the perfect shade for me. It's cool as well. It's not too warm because I found that a lot of the concealers that I were using were basically showing up as pretty orange on me and I don't like that. So my holy grail at the moment is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This has honestly changed the concealer game for me and I cannot wait to continue using this. I feel like this is going to be one of those ride or die products, you know, the ones that you can't get rid of. I think this is that. Okay, let's talk contour. So I'm a bronzer girly. I love my bronzer, but I've come to realize that when it's cold, when it's winter, your skin's a bit lighter, I actually prefer to wear a contour over a bronzer. I have had this contour stick for a while. It's the Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade, I think it's Truffle. Yeah, in the shade Truffle. And I only use the tiniest amount of this. So I'll use it like on this area here. I've actually got it on today, on my nose a little bit, on my forehead, sometimes on my lip, just above my lip, just below my lip, sometimes on this area here, on my eyes, but it's just the perfect cool tone contour. I just love the way it looks on my skin color. I've also got it in the darker shade, which I think is Ganache, and I love that one too. I use that when I'm more tanned and I need something a lot darker. So yeah, this has been doing it for me. The texture when you put it on your face is phenomenal. It blends so easily, so I feel like it's so beginner friendly, and I would definitely recommend it. It's a little bit pricey, I will say that, but it's definitely worth the investment in my opinion. This blush right here, I don't even know if it's still got the logo on it because I use it that often. This is the Rhode blush in the shade Freckle. I'm sure you guys already know about this blush, and I'm telling you, the shade on my skin is pure perfection. I absolutely love this. From the first time I saw images of people using it or videos of people using it, I was like, I need that. I bought it, I used it, and I've never looked back. So for me, this is going to be definitely one of my staple products moving forwards. I'm really starting to love blush lately because I'm realizing that you don't always have to go like bright pink. There is a huge shade range out there. You can use more muted colors, more subtle colors, like you have a variety, and this for me is just the color that I keep going back to. So Rhode, yeah, you did that. This next product, honestly, not to sound dramatic or anything, but it might have actually changed my life. I have it on right now, and I don't know if you can see my eyes, but if you look at my eyes, for me, I don't think I've ever in my life used a mascara that's this good. The mascara that I'm talking about is the Telescopic Mascara from L'Oreal. There we go. And when I tell you, this mascara enhances your lashes massively. This elongates your lashes, defines them, because I don't like mine clumped together. It helps to elongate, and it just really brings out your eyes. When this runs out and it's time for this one to go, guess what I'm gonna repurchase? I know people rave about how good this is, but they're actually not lying. This is that girl. Go and give it a try. So I've got a few pencils that I want to shout out in this video because I be loving my pencils, whether that's for my eyes, my brows, my lips, whatever the case may be. I love me a pencil. The first one I want to shout out is by MAC. So this is in the shade Cork. As you can see, it's definitely being used because the writing is basically fading everywhere. This color is so beautiful, and I feel like when I'm going for a natural look, this is what I gravitate to because this matches the color of my actual lip line, so it just makes so much sense to use this. It is a bit expensive, but this has lasted me a really long time, and look, I've still got a way to go, so you're going to get your money's worth. The color's really, really pretty. It's a slightly warm brown, and yeah, delicious color. Then I have a random pencil that I bought from the hair shop once upon a time, but when I say that this has been something that I keep picking up and keep using, I mean it. Again, I have it on today, so I just go on my lash line with this just to add a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of something. I feel like it just adds some depth to the eyes. And then I also go in on my beauty marks on my face with this as well to enhance those. And it's just the perfect shade to do exactly that. It's like a dark Can you see that? It's like a really dark brown. So yeah, I really love this colour on my face, on my lashes. It'd probably be really pretty as an eyeliner as well, but I haven't tried it that way, so maybe that's something I will do this year. But definitely recommend this. I can't even tell you specifically where I got it from. I just know it was a hair shop, and the brand is called Vital, and it's in the shade dark brown, and it's a waterproof eyebrow pencil. See, it's an eyebrow pencil, but I use it for everything. The last pencil that I'm gonna shout out is the Victoria Beckham pencil. I bought this very recently, and girl, I didn't want to buy it because I was like, the price, I don't know if I can do it, but made it happen because I had to experience this, and now I've experienced it. I fear I'm gonna need every single color because this is amazing. I got it in the color black, and as you can see, it's already been used. I love it. I feel like it does stay. The first time I used it, it didn't stay as well, and I think that's because my eyes were watering and I hadn't given it time to dry in my waterline. But this time I just gave it a chance to actually dry, and it lasted the whole night. I just went and topped up because I'm extra, but I really think this is a great quality product, and I'm super excited to try more colors and to keep using this in 2026. Right, so I have 3 products that I want to shout out when it comes to lips. The first is by MAC. I'm just noticing actually there's quite a lot of MAC products here, but I just feel like they create just quality products that work for me, so I keep going back, clearly. This is the Prep and Prime lip, and I love this. It's a little bit damaged at the minute, so I've not been able to use it. I'm not sure what happened, but it like broke somehow, so can't actually use it at the moment, or I need to figure out how I'm going to get it out of there. But put this on before you put on your lip liner and before you put on your lipstick or whatever is going on your lips, and I promise you it will last a lot longer than if you just put it on by itself. This, I don't know what they put in it, but it works. I'm probably going to try and save this one, but if I can't, I will be buying it again because it does what you need it to do. NYX, you have me in a chokehold because this lip gloss right here, this is in the shade Madeline, I want to say. Madeline, however you want to say it. Wow. This is my second one because the first one went way too quickly. I will say that I need more product mix because you don't get a great deal in this. I say that, but I've been using this for a really long time. Actually, maybe practically half of 2025, so maybe I did get my money's worth. I really can't remember, but jumbo version of this, yes please, because this shade on my lips, perfection. And I'm telling you, you need to try it. I think it's very affordable as well. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I don't think it was more than £10, so get you one of these. The last product that I want to shout out is this lipstick by MAC, and it is in the shade Thanks It's MAC, and it's number 540. This color is so pretty. I feel like it's perfect for if you're just wanting a really natural look. So I usually put this in the center of my lips, and then I go in with a cork around the edges, and then I'll put on a gloss as well if I want to put on a gloss. So yeah, it just works perfectly for the look that I'm going for. Most of the time, to be fair, that's probably one of the lipsticks that I wear more often, along with the NYX gloss. Those two together as well work really well together. And I know MAC products can be a little bit expensive at times as well, but the key is to wait for the sales and then buy you some of this, okay? Last but not least, we're gonna move on to powders. So the first one I'm going to show you is the one I've probably had the longest, and this is the Huda Beauty powder, and it's in the shade Blondie. This was the very first powder that I bought, and I resisted so bad because I just told myself that I do not like powders. I'm a dewy, glowy kind of girl, and powders just don't fit in that category for me. So I'd convinced myself that powders just weren't going to work for my skin. However, I tried this and now I don't think there's any going back. I've still got a lot left, to be fair, because when I use it, I don't use a great deal. I only use a little bit because a little bit goes a long way, and I mainly focus on like the center of my face here. I don't like to do too much because I don't want my skin to look dry or too matte, because I just don't like that look on me. But she has been amazing and completely changed my outlook on powder. I feel like now I can definitely do powder, but just a minimal amount. So yeah, I will be repurchasing this for sure once it runs out, because I mean, can we appreciate how much product you get? You actually get quite a lot of product depending on what you're doing. I don't use a lot, so maybe it's easy for me to say that. If you bake and things like that, you probably will get through it a lot quicker, but for what I do, it's perfect. I think this might be the mini version as well. I feel like they've got a bigger version than this, but I just wanted to trial it, so I ended up getting the small one. But now I know I actually like it, I probably will invest and get the bigger one as well at some point. The last powder that I have, I bought very, very recently, and it's because I wanted a pressed powder for under my eyes, because I heard great things about pressed powders. And as you know, me and powders, we're not friends, so I avoided it for a very long time. But then I ended up buying it because I saw a video of someone trying it, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I do need that. So I bought the Fit Me powder by Maybelline, and honestly, yeah, I got it in the shade 220, but there was a lot of shades that I feel like I could have used, to be fair. But I didn't want anything too bright, so I thought I'd play it safe with a bit of colour. And I used literally the tiniest amount when I use this, and it just does what I need it to do. I love the texture. It's not grainy or anything like that. It's easy to apply. You can use a brush, you can use a powder puff, you can use whatever you want. It's affordable, which we love. So yeah, this has really been doing it for me at the moment, and I think it works really well as well with the Huda powder. So those two together, really good combination. And I think that's gonna bring me to the end of my list of products that I'm gonna be repurchasing moving forwards. That seemed pretty quick. I don't know why, but I felt like I had a lot more products than that. But it's not a bad thing that we don't have too many, because I want to try and narrow down my makeup. You know, I don't want too many products. I want just a selective group of products that I know I can keep going back to and that work for me. And at the moment, these are some of those. So if you're interested in any of these products, I will link them below, and yeah, feel free to buy them, give them a go. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Hopefully you find something that works for you, because I know how hard it can be when you're fairly new to doing your makeup and trying to figure it out. Like, it's taken me a long time to get there, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, I don't think you ever fully get there, but I've definitely come leaps and bounds from where I was before. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. And I hope this video helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to show me some love in whatever way you please. And I will see you in the next one.